when you hear the word business, I know suits, profit margins, and boardrooms. The word business makes us think of people in professional suits discussing across a table, or the street vendors in their shabby attire shouting out their daily offers, buy one, get one free. But let me challenge you today. Business is not just limited to the to the corporations or marketplace. Business is everywhere. And there is business in everything, even in our frustrations and feelings. The world's most popular businesses are derived out of our daily problems. And today, I would like to delve onto the topic, the business of apps. So let me start with a quick question. When was the last time when you did not use an app at all for an entire day? Like not navigating anywhere, not ordering food, and not checking messages. Well, in reality, that day doesn't exist anymore. Apps have secretly and quietly become the operating system of modern life. And apps evolved by solving micro problems. They didn't start with great or grand visions. They started with tiny frustrations. For example, when someone wanted to book a ride, it gave the idea, or it gave the birth to the idea of Uber. When someone wanted to share photos instantly with their friends and family, you've got Instagram and Snapchat, and so on and so forth. You have so many examples. Because apps started solving problems so small, so specific, it almost felt so trivial. But when millions of people around the world share that same problem, the solution becomes a global business. Nowadays, even governments are turning towards apps for smarter governance. Traditionally, accessing government services was a grueling process for citizens. Long queues, extensive paperwork, short working hours, and also bribery was synonymous to government services. But with the rise and adoption of AI and technology, this has changed. Governments are able to provide their services seamlessly to all citizens with the help of these apps, thus improving quality of life. Also, apps are available to all 24/7, all day, not only during working hours. And as citizens are becoming more global citizens, this has become more convenient as apps can be accessed from anywhere at any part of the world. Also, talking about the benefits of these apps, apps have become the digital backbone of modern society, shaping the way how we earn, learn, communicate, and even share ideas. The apps provide various benefits such as convenience and accessibility, speed and efficiency, and even growth and innovation. Well, the business of apps is not just about all these stuff. It's about disruption. They have disrupted the traditional way of doing business. Banks have now become mobile or online. As a result, many bank branches are less or have reduced their branches. And also, talking about education, students can access the best resource from all over the world. And also talking about retail, malls are less crowded, but the streets are crowded with the delivery vehicles. In app economy, creativity is a currency. The app economy is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. But the real story is not money. It's about the shift in power. Earlier, to build a traditional business, you needed lots of capital, warehouses, inventory, factories, and whatnot. But today, even a teenager with a laptop can build something so great, so massive, that it reaches millions of people even before breakfast. Apps have democratized entrepreneurship. They lowered the barrier to entry, and they converted creativity into currency. As we all know, apps run on servers, right? But apps also run on data. Every pattern, every pause, every preference, all teaches the system who you are. And smart systems don't just respond to it, they also learn to predict it. And in the future, the most promising careers would be in the field of data analytics and prediction engineering. So that's the reason why your music app knows your mood. Your shopping app knows what you would want to buy. And your navigation app knows where you'd want to go, even before you feed information into it. So data is not the fuel. It's not the oil. It's the electricity, slowly, quietly, powering everything. Now, there comes a question. How do these apps make money? Well, business apps make money through 3 simple techniques. Number 1, they make money through advertisements. We know some ads can be skipped, while some cannot. While you're using an app, you're not paying for the product, but you are the product. Your attention is auctioned in milliseconds to the highest bidder. And talking about attention, or specifically users' attention, is the most wanted real estate in the business of apps. Every click, every swipe, every notification is just a tiny negotiation of your time. And apps like these have mastered to monetize this. Their business idea or logo is simple. Capture attention, convert attention, and monetize attention. Also, talking about the future of apps, what is the scope in apps in the future? We know most of the apps will disappear into the background. But in the future, we'll have more smarter apps. And by smart, I'm meaning they think, they'll predict, and they'll act. So next time, your app will not just wait for your instructions, they'll anticipate it. Your calendar will reschedule itself. Your fridge will reorder groceries. Your car will book its own maintenance. So the next time, you won't just open an app. You will simply get things done. And here's the happy news I have for everyone over here. Who wants to become the next big multi-billionaire? I know many of you would want to. So the first step is to build an app. And as we all know, apps reward creativity, innovation, and obviously technology over resources. Because to build an app, you don't need a big team, you don't need lots of resources, you don't need a big office. What you need is 3 simple things. A problem worth solving, a solution worth sharing, and a user worth serving. So, my friends, the next multi-billion-dollar app is not going to come from a boardroom. It's going to come from a person who notices a tiny inconvenience and decides, I can fix that. So, my dear friends, if you notice a tiny inconvenience, or it could be a confusing system, or a daily frustration, don't just complain about it. Guys, just understand it, learn it, and solve it. Because in the business of apps, every problem is a business idea in disguise. And who knows, your app might be the next big app the world can't live without. Thank you.